Alright, so we're in the living forest now. Looks like the nether place is right there, so it's pretty early on here at the towards the ending, which is perfect for us. Let us see. We're gonna we're gonna have to stock up on those fucking success rate ones if we want to make a goofy one then, apparently. And the thing is, I could be wrong, but I think in this entire invasion session we might have not seen that. If so, maybe we got one as a drop at one point, or maybe it was in a store and we just never bought it or something. But it does not sound familiar to me. Scorpion said, I think I want to move to Colombia just for the fight. Oh no. I mean, I get your point there, my man. I would love to move, or not love to, but I would like to move to like a foreign country, at least for a little bit. Just to experience like a different like world for a little bit. But not only that, bro, the dollar stretches so well. So like if we could go to like, I don't know, fucking Thailand or Costa Rica or something and have our dollar stretch even farther, that would be nuts. That would be so good. Jay said, go to the shops, that's where you find it. Ah, okay, so it is in the shops. I said, I think you put it in the Discord right when I hopped on GTA. Oh shit, alright. Well, I'm glad we caught you then. But yeah, I put it like pretty late. Like I did everything pretty last second. I didn't even know if I was gonna stream today, to be honest. But I wanted to cram in, at the very least, the last session of these nether stones here. Whoa, level 19 on a post nether stone fight, huh? It's pretty low. I think all of them have been 24 or above. But yeah, it was last second, but I really wanted to stream today. At least for a little bit. We've been streaming for 50 minutes, so we've actually got a decent session in here today. I want to start doing, like, even if I can't stream for a long time, at least for an hour. And then, of course, like I said, once I start getting my actual schedule for work, which is probably going to be like another week or two, then I'll let you guys know ahead of time. Like, hey, I'm going to be streaming this day, and this day, this time for sure. Maybe we have a spontaneous stream if I have time on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Because Tuesdays and Wednesdays are days where Drake and John and Yvonne usually get on and we play like Call of Duty, Payday, stuff like that, you know? Like we play games all together and all that. So those are days where we're definitely going to be having spontaneous streams. We weren't able to do Elden Ring Tuesday again. I know it sucks. This one was my bad though. I was busy with work and I was working on some stuff for the channel when I got home. So we'll try to do it next week for sure. Next week for sure, we will try to do Elden Ring Tuesdays. It has been a fat minute. I want to get through Elden Ring finally. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna start next week, man. For sure, for sure. Like I said, just saw the glitch. That's insane. Does the player one glitch work locally as well? That would explain why I couldn't do some of the combos when I was facing my brother. Ah, okay. So from what Jay's told me, in order to actually experience that glitch, you have to mess with your settings somehow. I don't know what the settings are, if Jay is correct in that regard, but I'm assuming it'd be something like the button switch delay or something. There's a setting. Let's see if I can find it right now. Here, input window timing. Maybe if you mess with that, or release check. Those are two things that might affect it. But from what Jay said, that might be the thing that, like, messing with your button settings is something that happened. Other than that, I know people are pissed off about it. And then, of course, competitive play. I mean, think about, like, tournaments and stuff. Imagine being player 2 and being like, yeah, I'm at a disadvantage, right? Like, that would just suck entirely. So, definitely something that they have to fix as soon as possible. Have they? I don't know what the time frame is. I have no idea. Like I said, I haven't been able to keep up with MK almost at all. Any gaming news that I've been like keeping up with, I've been posting on my Instagram and my TikTok, and usually it's like unrelated to MK. It's like in general gaming news I'm interested in. So when I find something I'm interested in, and I think you guys would be interested in, I go ahead and post it up on those social sites. Scorpion said, I'm getting a bit of attention here in the US. Oh my god. Scorpion said, today I was talking to a... Oh, nice, man. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, nice, cool. That's good for my homie right there. Scorpion's getting lit in the US. Let's see. Let's get rid of the acid fish. See, they give way too much talismans. They give way too many talismans, my man. Let's see. Todd said, we be hearing that every week. Oh, no, sorry, man. Right, let's get rid of the blood aura. Fire orb, electric orb. Bro, I know I say that every week, but this next week for sure. I promise you we will do Elden Ring Tuesday. I promise, bro. I promise. It's time for realsies. Pinky promise. I'll make it happen. Even if Drake doesn't play with us or he's busy or whatever, we will play a stream of Elden Ring, at least 1 hour minimum. All Might says, hi, I'm back from my vacation. Hey, All Might. What's going on, man? It's been a minute. I would explain it, the vacation. How, where'd you go? How was it? Scorpion said Colombian. Hey, I mean, that's nice, my man. Again, that's not as good for you. Living your best life, I see. We got the Fire Sigil Tanya again, it looks like. Again, are these not pretty low levels? Even their stats look low. Like, look, this Tanya only has 1800 health for like a Nether Stone boss. That's kind of weird, no? They're really low. Like, all the other maps have been a lot higher. Like I said, level 24 minimum. Oh, got my ass. Got him. Beautiful. Jay said, I got 6K for planning a wedding and did my thing with it. Nice. That sounds dope, bro. Man, how many jobs do you have? You're like, yeah, I repair systems. You know, I planned a wedding. This man's doing everything. Man's fucking doing side quests at life right now. Let's see. What's a Colombian? All right, Scorpion, nice. Again, living your best life. What's up, John? Your lean be costing more than your rent? It do. Oh no. You see Drake sorry ass in fantasy, bro? He hit what, 90 points? 90 something points? I need him to stay like that this week, bro. That way I can get a nice easy W on mine. That'll be good. I need my fantasy to pop off. I'm on a 2-win streak right now, so it's not too bad. We were 0-3, but we're bringing it back slowly but surely. But the thing is, on my other league, I'm completely hoed. I had Justin Jefferson and Devon Achan, and they are actually both doubtful or an injury reserve, so I'm about to get completely wrecked. Especially since I was first pick. Oh no, I was third pick, but I still got Jay Jettas, and now I'm getting hoed for it. Let's go. All right. Easy W. They said the wedding planning thing is my actual job, but I rarely get clients nowadays, so I do side hustle to pick up the slack. Oh, okay, that's cool. And is it like your own thing, like your wedding planning thing, or is that like you're under a business or something? Damn, this thing is wrapping around, bro. Pause. Oh, look, there's like a little. We can go up in that building too. Okay, we gotta remember to loop back. John said, I told his ass to just get it over with and order the trophy, bro. I told him the last time I was in the party with him, like, bro, you might as well just start Venmoing people your cost for the trophy, because you are not getting #1 at this point. If Drake wins the league, it'll legitimately be a Christmas miracle, bro. Like this, we would have to fumble the bag so bad for Drake to catch up. I mean, to be fair, I was 0-3, and now I'm 2-3. So I mean, you know, you can have some good weeks and some bad weeks for sure. It also just kind of depends who you're going against. Like, if you're going against the top scorer and you get completely got, like, there's really nothing you can do. John, I was thinking back to the parlays we were talking about. I would have hit all besides 2, bro. The fucking Michael Pittman anytime touchdown, I would have gotten hold on. And then the Russell Wilson interception, which surprised me. I guess he didn't throw one, which is crazy. But yeah, I didn't, good. Thank goodness I didn't put money on it, because I would have been completely hoed. Battlecat said, y'all doing fantasy football or something? You got money on it? Well, Battlecat, we are in fact doing fantasy football. And it's a lot of fun, honestly. I'm in 2 leagues right now. I literally just joined an NHL hockey fantasy league with Brett, because I'm so into, like, just tuning in the games for fantasy points. Like, it's so fun, bro. Like, just all of a sudden, I'm like the biggest hockey fan. I was rooting for my guys. They popped off this week too. Or this today. Cause I guess hockey's like different. Like, the first week is always crazy because there's uneven number of teams or something. So, like, you can get like, you have to check your roster every day because there's people that play one day and then you gotta switch people out because they don't play that day and you gotta pop them in for the next day. It's crazy. But my players went in today. Jay said, it's your business. Oh, okay. Got you. That's good, man. Awesome. I'm hoping to go into business for myself one day for one way or another. Whether I start like an actual business, the YouTube thing takes off, or like, even just like, hey, like I start designing something that I like to do, like clothing or something, you know, and it just ends up being a thing, and then I can go into business for myself. That's a dream, bro. One of those things is definitely the dream for sure. YouTube, of course, being the most ideal. I love doing it. I love interacting with you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. And I just love the experience of being able to play some of my favorite IPs, games, things like that, and then just enjoy it with not only my friends, but with you guys as well. I mean, it would be a blessing, really. And I already treat it like it is, man. I'm putting in all these hours on it. Like I've told you time and time again, like all these hours, editing, putting up stuff, managing all the social media, even though I'm not a big social media guy, just making a bunch of content, like for fun, and then also just like to actually have content for the channel and everything. So I'm treating it like such, but I'm having a blast doing it, man. It's really just like a huge hobby right now, but ideally that would be, you know, the best thing, a dream come true, really. Brett said, yeah, I imagine the current state of the economy would affect the wedding business. That bites. Oh man. Also, I hadn't heard from him in ages. Is he doing good? Yeah, Brett's doing fantastic. I actually just called him. We watched the Monday Night Football game together. We were on a call on Snapchat and Instagram, just like shooting the shit while watching the fantasy game, or the football game, talking about fantasy. Let's go ahead. Let's get rid of the Dark Aurora. Wait. Yeah, let's get rid of the Dark Aurora. That says 11 charges? You're out of your goddamn mind. Alright, hold on. We'll get rid of the Acid Armor. John said, yeah, I saw that. I'll put some money on your best 2 picks for next week. But bro, I had to put a 6-game parlay and I would have won, but didn't get my bet placed in time. Nah, you gotta stop hoeing yourself like that. That's like, what, the second, third time you've done that? You gotta just believe, bro. Just pull the trigger. Just go in. Battlecat said, I also didn't know they had NHL Fantasy Leagues. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't either. Whoa, what the hell? What the hell just happened? It, like, shoved me out. I literally didn't press anything. It just shoved me out on its own. Alright, Known Lord. And we got Liu Kang here. Battlecat said, that's part of the reason why I'm doing graphics design right now. I want to get into either business for myself or get some side hustles so I only have to do work part-time. Exactly. And, like, a big part of that for me is God of War. The big thing for that for me is also like investments. Like I've been looking into investments for a while and I already kind of know what I want to invest into and stuff like that. So hopefully that combined with like my job and then the side hustle of basically YouTube and then other things that I want to put my mind to, you know, hopefully that ends up panning out and I can live the dream essentially. That's, you know, the end goal. Again, YouTube is really what I want to do, and so far this year's been fantastic for me, man. The growth has been insane. The community has been fantastic and receptive. Like, I'm loving it so far. Right now, again, right now it's just a hobby, but hopefully it can grow more. Oh, nah, the kicks. Ah! Kicks are crazy right now. Oh, wait, we have our talisman. Let's use it. Oh my god. Get him. Look at that. This is. Oh, you're out of your mind. Did you see how much damage that talisman did? And it's epic, and what do you call it? And it's also unable to be upgraded anymore without that success up thing that Jay was talking about. That is crazy, bro. That is abysmal. That's nuts. Cease and desist. Yeah, cease and desist on this talisman, bro. They said, I'm actually looking to expand if you want to be a part of it. Personally, no, but I mean, if Battlecat wants to do that, you know, that's up to her. I figure loading up on design knowledge, front-end UX and UI, and digital design like Adobe Suite 3D products will allow the most freedom with freelancing. Yeah, it sounds like a good thing. I would also try to learn basic coding. I mean, definitely try to get HTML done and CSS, because those are the ones that people use the most. HTML, I mean, just think of it this way. It's like the closest thing to just like UIs and GUIs and all that stuff. But it's so easy, like it's so simple, like literally just looking up the looking up the basic stuff is enough, really. I mean, I was doing really good with basic stuff in college and it looks fantastic. And LaQuez even had some experiences in that, and he did a thing where he had to make an exact replica of the Apple homepage store as like his final project. And it looked fantastic, and it was just simple stuff that he picked up on HTML, nothing like too crazy. Just a couple things he had to look up, but nothing like crazy, like I said. And of course, if you go to look up Apple's UI page and all that, it's very nice. It's very clean. So LaQuez being able to copy that down to a T on his own merit with things that he learned, super clutch by him, honestly. I just had to put a bit on hold while I'm looking for I get some savings going. I agree. Same thing for me, man. I mean, I can't buy a new fucking ring light. I can't buy a new graphics card. My PC needs to be updated because it's freezing during editing sometimes. Like, I feel you. And right now it's on hold, but eventually once we get some savings going and all that, you know, we'll be able to splurge on the setup a little bit and hopefully kick the streams and everything in the high gear. And of course, once I get some more times, like once I get my schedule going, we'll be able to stream more consistently, and hopefully that brings in more guys into the community. Honestly, having you guys alone is like awesome to talk to. Like having like a whole fucking big community, that'd be crazy. I don't even know if I could handle it, honestly. The best closest scenario I had was you know, the Evo time for MK1, and I handled it okay, but there was a lot of comments and it like drained my voice after a day, bro. It was crazy. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh, this is so annoying. Nice, there, we got him. We gotta keep getting him. Oh, here we go. It's getting dark too. Nice, there, we got him. Like I said, you've been doing well on the YouTube front. Yeah, you know, surprisingly and thankfully, man. Again, I tell Drake every time, like, I remember having 17 subscribers not even just a year ago, you know, and 9 of them were my friends. Like, it was you guys, it was Drake, it was Khan, it was Brett, you know, it was all of you guys that like really started it off. And you know, putting into work and time like I have been, you know, it's been paying off, thankfully. And I'm honestly so grateful for that. I really am. The sky's the limit, man. I'm ready to take this to the next level for sure. They said, I told you, I've got the basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Yeah, then you're already more than fine. I feel like you're already more than qualified for like half the job that you can get as a freelancer. The fart talisman is powerful though. Oh no. How do I get over there? There's like a play. Oh, do I have to go down from here, I think? Coding itself isn't too bad for me. It's more of the organization and design. For me, it's very hard to code. Like, I know the basic stuff, but like knowing when to put my own variable in, that's what tricks me. And that's like so basic, like knowing when to put in your own variable and how to execute it. It's so hard for me in my fucking small brain. That's like part of the reason why I fucking dropped out. It's just like I couldn't, some of the basic stuff I couldn't do, but some of the more complex stuff I knew to a T. It was just insane. I got my fart talisman, the gold. Nice. What is it called, the fart talisman? I don't even know what it's called. Like I said, learning HTML versus learning machine and deep learning algorithms is like night and day. My main challenges is more so being creative and structured, finding the most efficient way to code, and most efficient visual design. For me, the visual design aspect was definitely the easiest. Everything else was like very hard for me. Pause. Alright, so we gotta go this way. Empress of Conquest. And then we gotta loop all the way back around and go up. That's the last area for this. Ooh, I kinda like this Sindel one. It looks kinda like casual, right? Like the queen of Outworld looks like she just kinda got like a blouse on, a vest under her blouse. It looks nice. Got him. Very easy, very simple. Jay said that's a talisman you have with all the green circles. Ah, okay. I'll check it out when I was gonna say when we get a new talisman, but surprise, surprise, they gave me a new talisman. Let's see. This one, the Windbreaker. Ah, okay, yeah, makes sense. Called the Windbreaker. Yeah, I've been saving it literally just because it had so many. Like all the ones that have a bunch of them, I just save them just to save them. Because I knew one of them would be useful, and surprise, surprise, the Windbreaker one is. Like I said, the one basic thing that tripped me up is the back-end programming with recursions. I got it up until they started adding that -1 stuff. Still trips me up to this day. Yeah, you're asking, like, if you ever ask me for help, you gotta look the other way because I know nothing about that. I had a final project on back-end coding, right? Me, LaQuez, and our third guy, we procrastinated the entire year. You know, obviously we fucked ourselves on that one, but we procrastinated the entire year. 2 days before the final was due, we started doing all the back-end coding, and we made it execute as much as we could. And then, like, in our final presentation, he asked us to execute something, and we couldn't do it. We just said, yeah, we couldn't get it to work. And surprising to me, a bunch of people couldn't get it to work. So, literally, he gave us a B for the project. Like, he gave us, like, a B+. And it was crazy to me. Like, no one knew how to do what we were supposed to do for our final project. Like, is that a reflection on the teacher? The teaching? Like, what is that? You know, like, at that point, like, if your entire class fails, like, whose fault is it? You know what I mean? Like, no student, like, I think only 1 or 2 groups did it, and it was like those guys who already knew how to code, right? Like, you could tell it was those people who they went to college, but they already knew how to code, and they're just trying to get the degree for it, right? Those were the only groups that had it like finished and stuff, and it was just like the curriculum was just so abysmal. Why pay, like, I got scammed. Why pay all these thousands of dollars to go and teach yourself? That's gotta be like an actual scam, no? Like, a teacher telling you like to research something or pick something up by yourself, like, how is that allowed? Like, I'm paying thousands of dollars for you specifically to teach me, and you tell me to go read a book by myself. Like, that is so lame to me, bro. Biggest waste of money ever, the biggest scam in the United States. Just learn stuff by yourself, bro. Honestly. The experiences I had in college, awesome. Wouldn't trade them for anything. It was an amazing experience, like, social-wise, like, social networking-wise, socially. I had some awesome experiences with some people, my roommates in particular. They were all great. The school itself, abysmal. Garbage. Curriculum was ass. They make you teach everything by yourself. Why even go to school for it, bro? It was ridiculous. When I took the, like, 1 semester of business that I did, it was actually, like, they teach you stuff. Yeah, they tell you to go to the book once or twice, but they actually show you how to do stuff. The computer science stuff, complete scam. Complete scam. Let's see. My bad. I was going on a fucking tirade there, but that's just, you know, how I feel on it. Main challenges, I read that one. Green Talisman I have. One basic thing that tripped me up in the back end. Right. Yeah, same thing happened to me in my data structures class. Yeah. They said I would definitely trade my college days. Really? Like I said, I loved my social experiences from college. I wouldn't trade those at all. But, like, going to class and actually learning the stuff, like, I taught myself, man. Everything I knew, I taught myself. Teachers didn't teach me shit. The only classes where a teacher actually went out of the way, actually did their fucking job and taught you and didn't just tell you to go read something, was some of my math classes. Some of my math classes, they actually taught it and actually wanted you to understand everything. And that was like maybe 2 of 4. 2 of 4 of my math classes did that. Again, when I switched to business for that 1 semester, I tried it out. That one was way better. Hands-on. They made sure you had the material down. They wanted to make sure that you had it, like, in, like, comprehensive. They made sure that you were okay. All that stuff. They actually taught it. They didn't just, like, pull something from the book and that was that, you know? Go ahead and activate one of these uppercuts. Our final project, we had to do a binary tree search and replace function. It was a row of paragraph and replace some of the words with another, like the word cool with awesome. No one did it right. A lot of my classmates felt the same about our degree classes. You had to do a lot of outside learning. Plus, we had a lot of foreign professors we couldn't understand. Yeah, that's another low-key problem. When you do have a foreign professor, not their fault at all, obviously. Nothing they can really do about it. But sometimes the accents are just so thick that you just don't understand. I had one teacher. God bless his soul. He was the nicest guy. The one good coding professor in my college. The one good coding professor. Kobayashi, man, he was a sweetheart, but he had a thick accent, so it was kind of hard to understand him. But because he understood that he had a thick accent and that coding is hard, guess what he did? He went over the thing. If anyone had any questions, he would stop and, like, teach it again in, like, a more understanding way, a more relatable way. It was the best. No other teacher did what he did, and he was actually the best introduction to anything I could have ever had. Honestly, he was a godsend, that man. And he was just super nice. Like, just the nicest soul. I love the social aspects of it, but I would trade all of the wasteful projects for anything. I agree. I 100% agree. So many classes were just theory and practice problems. We never got practical application. That was another thing that just really sucked. I only got 1 practical application. You want to guess who did it? The guy at the very beginning that I just talked about. My boy Kobayashi. He wanted us to construct a full game of chess with a coding, and I know you're probably like, how practical is that? Well, I wanted to go into video game design, so being able to do a turn-based sequence with a chessboard and actually have it play out properly, what I thought was awesome. A turn-based game would work the same way, no? So, you know, that was just something that I thought was awesome, and I failed that homework project. I needed a lot of help on it. I went to tutoring a lot for it and stuff. But it was an awesome concept for a final project, and it actually had me learn what I wanted and needed to learn for something that I was interested in, you know? There was this acidic aura. Jay said it would mainly irritate me because I was the TA. Oh wow, yeah, it's even fucking worse. The TAs look so miserable when I went to college, bro. The professors would just dump all the work and like the corrections and looking over everyone's homework on their lap, and it just looked like the most miserable thing ever. You have to grade like hundreds of students' stuff, you know, it's just awful. And of course, they can't just like breeze through it, because you breeze through it, you fuck something up, a student comes to you, and then you're caught. You know, like obviously you didn't pay attention to it or something. You know, why is this thing ping ponging to me? That fucking fireball. I like it though. I like that modifier. That's a cool modifier. All my coding teachers were good at the first 2 years, mostly because they drew diagrams and pictures to help us follow. When I tried to do grad school with all terrible professors, one project sounds more practical than any project I got in all the classes. Yeah, exactly. That's the one project I really like. So I took like 3 HTML classes, and they were all the exact same class. I shit you not. They had the same projects, and they were a higher level too. Like I took 101, and I was like, oh, okay, it's a good entry point. I took 201, I was like, oh, this is kind of the same stuff. So I kind of knew what to do. It was just basic stuff for HTML and CSS. And then I took 301, and it was like, yeah, this is the exact shit I just did 2 years in a row. When am I gonna learn something new? And then the final project for 301 was like, yeah, build a fucking functioning website with all these crazy parameters, which of course your boy had to look up how to do, because it wasn't in our book, it wasn't taught to us, the professor didn't say anything about it, it was just in the like what you had to do rubric for our final, and I had to go out of my way to learn what it was and then actually learn how to do it. Like it was just ridiculous, bro. The only helpful one I can remember was one where I had to make a bowling game, backhand only, and there were a few others on stacking queues. The stacking queues were useful, but it was just like I never got to apply them. Like never once did I apply a first in, first out system, a queue system, nothing. Because again, we didn't have useful projects. We just didn't. It was so ridiculous. Thinking back on it, it was just the biggest waste of money I ever had. Money-wise, of course, I regret the fuck out of it. I would trade the social aspect to have my money back in a heartbeat. That's thousands of dollars, bro. Thousands of dollars of just straight debt you have. Well, for me in particular, because I dropped out, right? But just thousands of dollars in straight debt you have just to, what? To have some social fun? Or to have some cool social experiences? Or to see how it is to live with roommates? Like, nah, bro. I'll pass on that any day to have my money back. But, like, it was a fun experience nonetheless. Like, even though I'm in fucking crazy debt for that or whatever, it's still like, okay, it was an experience for sure, right? They said I was the TA for my girlfriend at the time's class, and the teacher was attracted to her. Whoa, that sounds like some major drama. What was that? They was standing on a landmine and it hit me. What was that actually? That's crazy. Cloud4 said having to look stuff up to learn is the worst. I 150,000% agree, bro. It is abysmal. It is so fucking unfair. Legitimately, like I legitimately feel like if a teacher has you do that, you should be able to report them for a scam. Like if that is the way that they teach, quote unquote, you should be able to report them for fraud or some bullshit, bro. I'm not even capping. That is so ridiculous. BK said the bowling game one was helpful because it compiled several lessons and learned the last 2 weeks, and it applied them in a way we could understand a game with basic rules. Exactly. My video game class actually had some awesome like stuff that I actually needed to learn. The problem is I actually didn't learn a lot of the variables that we needed until the video game class, so it made it really hard. Like LaQuez and I built a... I'm so proud of it to this day. It is my favorite thing, like one of my favorite things I've ever made. LaQuez and I built a game where it was Call of Duty Zombies, right? But the Call of Duty Zombies, like you were a cookie. You could choose to be like a chocolate chip cookie, a sugar cookie, peanut butter, peanut brittle, snickerdoodle, whatever you wanted, right? So that was your skin. Like you would get points for winning or like doing a certain amount of rounds or whatever. It was Call of Duty Zombies. And you would pick your cookie, your skin for the cookie, and you would be going against milk as the zombies. So we had like strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla flavors, and you would like those would be the common zombies, and they were like little milk cartons that you would get at school. And then we had a tank, which was like the whey protein drinks, like the whey drinks. That was like of like the protein shakes and stuff. That was a form of enemy, and it had a bunch of health. We had like hunter zombies that were like half submerged, half not, and they were cool. And they were like milk cartons, but they were half sank into the ground, so they kind of looked like shark fins moving up. And then we had like sprinter zombies, which were milk cartons with of course the different flavors, and they had like a little electricity bolts in there. And then the map that I designed was like CS:GO kitchen, or CS:GO's the rats map, or the kitchen map. So it was like you were on a table kitchen island in the middle of the kitchen, and it's like you just got back from a shopping trip. So there was like cereal boxes, there was Coca-Cola cans, there was pieces of bread like sprung about the kitchen island. There was like a big old line of sausages or things like just kind of strung about. Like, it was awesome. Like, to this day, I'm so proud of it. And LaQuez really focused on the coding because I was struggling bad with the coding. Surprise, surprise. I helped him like for like maybe like a couple lines of code, if that. And then I did like all the design stuff. And it looked awesome, man. It was my favorite thing ever. Sorry about that. I was like fucking just splurging about our project. It was like one of my favorite things out of college. Like the coolest thing ever for me. I was so proud of that. Jay said I'm gonna need that game, headass. For real. Well, we made it on Unity, so you know how they're doing that Unity licensing. So I don't even know. I had it saved on my computer, but I think I deleted the files. If anything, maybe LaQuez still has it, but I'm pretty sure I deleted most, if not all, the files associated with that game off my computer, because I needed room for my hard drive to be able to start streaming. Without room, I couldn't like edit videos or upload them or anything, because I have no room for some reason. I don't know why. The memory in my PC or my laptop right now is bad. I had to go ahead and oh my god, there was something else. I had to go ahead and delete a bunch of stuff off my computer just so that I could have memory enough to download videos to upload them to YouTube. Dude, how many talisman did I get? Oh my god! Bro, you're out of your damn mind! Holy shit, I had to delete like 8 talisman! We're getting rid of the blood armor. We have the ice armor. We're getting rid of that. Getting rid of the blood fist. I want to keep orbital strike. We're getting rid of the meteor. Getting rid of this meteor. Keeping the rest. Battlecat saying, dude, that sounds awesome. We didn't have any classes dedicated for coding for video games, sadly. The only time I saw video game coding was some student did it for their senior design project. I want to play it. That sounds actually fun. Yeah, dude, it was honestly like cool. It was a very bare bones like Call of Duty Zombies thing. Like, it wasn't, you could not play it for like a long time, right? But it was fun. Oh, and then we had some like guns you could find on the map too. So like we had an M16, we had a pistol, we had like I think we had like a shotgun or something. It was a lot of fun, bro. It was really cool. And again, me and LaQuez procrastinated, so we did everything in like the final week. Oh my god. It was a lot of fun to make that game though. It was a lot of fun. The crunch was fun. Because we did it to ourselves though, obviously. So obviously I can't blame the school on that. And it was just a blast, man. It was really cool. And so people had some really cool games. So the thing is, my college, they offered video game as like a certificate. So you just had to take like 3 or 4 video game classes, and that's how you would get your certificate. But I didn't end up getting it, obviously, because I dropped out, didn't finish, all that stuff. But it was cool that they had those classes at all. But people had some really cool like games in mind. Like someone made like a Cooking Mama game, which was like you know, like, or like an Overcooked, I guess, style game where like you're a cook and you're trying to get out all these orders and you can't burn your food. That one was really cool to look at. I think we just did all these, so let's go ahead and do the last one here. It is this one, the Fire Temple one. And that one was really cool. Someone did like an adventure game, which was kind of honestly a little lame. It was like Animal Crossing, but without any of the cool stuff of Animal Crossing. It was just, they made the town, you were doing fetch quests, and that was it. That was like their take on Animal Crossing. They ran out of time, so obviously you can't really judge them for that, but they were working on it progressively throughout the year, so obviously they had a big idea, but they just couldn't execute it with the semester that they had. What other games were there? There was a visual novel game that was pretty cool. Someone had like a branching storyline game that wasn't visual novel. It was like a 2D platformer, shooter, like a railgun one. That was pretty nice as well. I'm trying to remember if there were any other cool ones that I can remember. Nah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much all of it. All the games that I remember. But like I was saying, yeah, I had to buy a second hard drive to store my gaming footage. I had like 300 gigabytes and I have maybe 2 hours of footage. Yeah, and like, so for the streams that I'm doing right now, I record every stream. And if I think like I want to make a video out of it, I save it. If not, I delete it. And I record in like 40,000 fucking bits or whatever bit rate. So 2 minutes is 1,000 kilobytes or megabytes or something. I forgot, but it's basically like a gig. So 2 minutes is like a gig. So anytime I stream for 2 hours, which is usually what I stream about, it takes up 45 gigabytes of memory. So I bought an external hard drive for that. But when you export it to actually upload it to my editing software where I make the videos, it has to be on your computer. So I had to fill out, or I had to delete a bunch of stuff off of there in order to even have room to edit. But my computer's freezing now, and like I was saying, I have no memory for some reason. Like, I have nothing downloaded on this laptop. It came with 120 or 140 gigabytes of like space, but like I have literally just like Chrome, Discord for the Discord server, OBS obviously, and that's the only stuff saved on my laptop. And for some reason I only have like 18 gigabytes left, and I don't know what's taking up my memory or what. I tried looking like 5 or 6 times. I don't know what it is. Like, I have no idea. Like, I tried deleting stuff that looks redundant, and then I delete it, and then it says it's not there, and then but the gigabytes are still being taken up. It's just so weird. I don't know what's wrong with this laptop, but I'm assuming it's like some project or something I might have had for school and it's hidden or something. I just have no idea, because it used to be my old school laptop. It's a gaming laptop, but I got a gaming laptop because, one, I used to play League of Legends a lot back in the day, but 2, gaming laptops process and encode code really fast. So when you're what is it called? When you're compiling your code, sorry, that's what it's called. When you compile code, you need a what do you call it? A stationary disk, like not a movable one, and it does it faster. And of course, the higher end your PC is, the faster you compile code. So that's like a reason like I had it. I remember one of my senior design games was a 3D hack and slash. They had a sword and a couple of power-ups in gold you can grab, and they fought armies of skeletons. That's dope. They called it Lone Destroyer or something. That's a horror game styled like Mortal Kombat. Oh, there's a horror game styled like Mortal Kombat. Really? That sounds kind of dope. Do you use Adobe products for editing? I do not. I would love to be sponsored by Adobe and eventually have Adobe, but it's expensive, man. I don't have money. I can't be paying that much for an editing software, sadly. Eventually, maybe, you know, if I start, you know, getting better on my savings and stuff, maybe I'll upgrade to like Adobe and stuff like that. But as of right now, I just don't have the money to be spending for Adobe or Vega or anything like that. You know, I just can't. Oh man. All right. Nice. Not too bad. It's called Terror Drone. I feel like I've heard of that. Terror Drone. I don't know. I feel like I've heard of it, but I just don't know. Like off the top of my head. See, we can go left here. Oh, this is just another entrance for the locked gate. So let's go ahead and go right then. Alright, this area seems pretty small. Mistress of Darkness. Oh, okay. I know on Adobe has a cache you can clear to free up file space. Oh, I did not know that. That sounds super useful, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff about my setup, about my editing, a lot of stuff that I want to upgrade in general, but it's just gonna come with time. You know, a lot of stuff costs money, and I just need to build up my savings. You know, that's why I'm working. I want to commit more time. I want to commit more funds to YouTubing, man. I really think like we've done great progress this year. I don't see why this next year of content creation we can't step it up again. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's a dream. I mean, ask anybody nowadays, you know, they would love to do this as a job, me included. So that's the goal. That's why I'm putting in all these hours. That's why I'm learning social media, even though I never really use it for myself. You know, that's why I'm doing all this. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. And loving your job is like the best thing that could happen to you. So if I could have this happen as a job one day, Man, I'd be through the moon, man. Through the fucking moon. Alright, here we go, baby. We gotta remember, fucking Reiko's kind of tanky too. He's not Havoc or Natara, but he's still fucking tanky, bro. Oh. I think my buttons got like mixed up there. That was weird. I pressed like circle A, or circle A, BA, my bad. And it kind of just did like the usual combo I do with triangle X, which is really weird. Nice. Jay said it's a PC game at the moment, and there's a second game called Terradrome 2, Rise of the Boogeyman. What a name, bro. Electric Boogaloo 2, essentially. Maybe we'll check it out, but I can't stream on PC. I've been wanting to stream the, I'm a big fan of Danganronpa, if you don't know. I've been wanting to stream the Danganronpa Eden something. It's like a fan-made game, but I can't stream and, what's it called? I can't stream and record at the same time on this laptop. It literally freezes my laptop right now, so... Hopefully, eventually, but like once we get a new PC or something, but as of right now, I cannot stream PC games, sadly. Another tile over here. Emperor's Hand, level 20 katana. Battlecat said you can also try seeing if you need to get rid of temp files or old versions of Windows that cleared up 20 gigabytes from my hard drive. See, that's what I'm thinking it was. I was trying to actually find it. The what you're talking about, the older versions of Windows, because obviously they're obsolete and the updates don't matter when you like go to a new version, because I actually did go from, what is it, like Windows 10 to 11 on this PC, or 11 to 12, I don't even know what the newer version is, but I did upgrade at some point, and like during college, and I think you're right, I think that might be taking up like literally like 10 to 15 gigs right there, having that older version up somewhere in my computer. Thing is, I couldn't find it. Like I was saying, like I was digging deep in my memory bank for my laptop to find anything that I can get rid of, but yeah, I'm telling you, man, I would delete some stuff and it would say I had like the exact same space, and then I would find something and then I'd get rid of it, and then it would say I wouldn't, like it wouldn't want to get rid of it for whatever reason, even though I have admin privileges. Obviously it's mine, right? And then I look and look and look, and there's like nothing else that's deletable, or I can delete, or I need it, or I can get rid of to make room, or whatever. It's crazy. So eventually I just need to either fix my older PC I used to game on forever ago with some newer parts, because it did overheat and keep dying on me like over and over again because I didn't have enough fans, or just straight up get like a new laptop or PC or something, because I'm not very versed on PCs. I'm just gonna be straight up, I'm not. So building it and stuff, I had to do it with my uncle. It was a lot of fun building it with him, but like doing it by myself, I feel like I'd fuck something up, or something along those lines. So I would prefer like someone help me build it or something, or just get a pre-built one, or like a gaming laptop again. Like this, don't get me wrong, I like this laptop a lot, but like I don't have money to get like a newer version of this one, you know. Like again, I just gotta get my savings up really. Damn, that last hit didn't hit and that would have killed this one. Battlecat said it could be you're using disk cleanup. Sometimes I have to run it twice in order to find old window files, or it can be found in a folder named windows.old. Ah, okay. I actually did try using the disk cleanup, not disk cleanup in particular, I don't know if that's an actual software, but I had one. I downloaded something that was supposed to get rid of like junk files essentially, and still same issue. I forgot what the app's name was. Someone recommended it to me, but again, I didn't really find any use in it. It did not help me out, sadly. They said this game has a very interesting take on Michael Myers. You're talking about the Terradrome, right? That's cool. An interesting take on Michael Myers does pique my interest, I'm not gonna lie. Especially, like, I genuinely like horror games. Like, I don't know if you've ever checked out any of my horror game playthroughs on the channel, what do you call it, Jay? But we've had some pretty cool moments for sure. Like, Callisto Protocol was a lot of fun to go through, some really scary moments on that. Dead Space was pretty fun, even though we lowered the difficulty because I was crunched on time before Final Fantasy came out. And I believe we played one more horror game, but I just can't remember. But I mean, those are a lot of fun. I would love to play some more horror games moving forward on the channel for sure. A lot of good reactions, especially now that I've got a decent setup with like the ring light, a way better webcam now, and I've got my like, I can position my mic close to me on like the first 2 videos for Dead Space, which were abysmal audio wise. Like, this is, you know, horror games moving forward are going to be a lot of fun. Battle Guy said, you're better than me. I only know how to install RAM chips and hard drives. Anything else is beyond me. Could never have built it from the ground up. Again, really, it was mostly my uncle. I barely did anything on the construction of it. The RAM, installing the RAM and the CPU scared the absolute fuck out of me, because I know you can break stuff real easily. Cloud44 said Rav. I'm assuming she meant RAM, if that's what you're talking about. Jay said, they said the voice that was in Michael Myers' head was Pennywise. Really? That's weird. What the heck? I've never heard of that. You're talking about in Terradrome, right? That's pretty unique. Having Pennywise as the voice that's inside Michael Myers' head. That's kind of crazy, actually. That guy said I use an app called Tree Size to find it, but I always recommend Googling and deleting specific files to your system. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the last thing you want to do is delete that one that like completely crashes your PC, and then you're just shit out of luck and you have to get a new PC or something, right? Like, that'd be the worst case scenario. They said, but yeah, I've been a part of your channel for almost a year. Really? Wow. That's crazy, bro. That's awesome. I'm glad you've been enjoying the content, man. Honestly, glad you stuck around for so long. But like I said, you did Alien Isolation, I think. Yeah, I did the first thing, and I got confused. I was too creeped out, and I stopped the playthrough. I never like uploaded it or anything. Like the one part that we streamed, I did not upload it. It's supposed to be buried, Battle Cat. Shh, they're not supposed to know. They're not supposed to know that ever happened. It's supposed to be swept under the rug. Game's high-key too scary for me, I'm not gonna lie. That was the one game where I put my foot down and I said, no, I'm a bitch. I can't play this. I cannot play this. It's getting to my nerves, bro. I was actually getting anxious playing that game. Like, really anxious. Like, actually, heart level was rising so hard. Cloud said, I was asking if Rav was the junk cleaner you used. Oh, no. Nah, no, it wasn't Rav. It was literally called, like, something called, like, Clean My Something or some bullshit. I don't remember what it was. But it was something like Clean App or Clean... It had the word clean in it. I just forget what it was. No. Like I said, System 32, I think is what you're referring to. Yeah, System 32. You delete that, you're completely boned. It's just over for you. Scrap it, get a new PC, take it to the junkyard. Yeah, you're not doing anything with the computer anymore. I think that's it. I think we just finished all of the Nether Stone things, guys. Holy, we did it. Yeah, this is the unlock gate. Ladies and gentlemen, we have completed Season 1 of Invasions Mode. Let's give it up. I know we were in the middle of a bunch of weird, like, you know, kind of just, what do you call them? Not disassociated. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, kind of derailing, like, you know, college, systems, PC building, all that today. But yeah, but guys, that is going to be it for our gameplay of Invasions. I really do hope you guys enjoyed the entire ride of Invasions we had. I know it took a lot longer than other content creators and stuff like that, but if you were here throughout any of Invasions at all, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys joining us. So thank you guys so much for joining us yet again, and you guys have yourself a fantastic night, and I hope to catch you guys next time. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.